Now, in this topic, we will talk about writing files, writing to a files. So we have a write method that belongs to the file command, and then we'll try to write into a file. So if I want to write into this file, so I have to say that, okay, I want to write it. By default, if I don't specify, this file is open for read-only mode. And now I'm specifying that I would like to write into this file. So whatever available in this file before, it will be deleted. So let's see. Now what I can do is I can just say, so for example, I have a value, I say num is equal to 10, and then I have, this is my num1, and then I have a num2 is equal to 20, for example, and then num3 is equal to num1 plus num2. So if I want to write into a file, so I will I already opened the file into a writing mode. And now I can say, okay, please, you can write the file. In the write method, now I have to say something what I want to write. And guys, I cannot write the numeric value. Let me write the numeric value and you'll see that we get an error message. It only writes the string, okay? And did you see that? A write argument must be string, not integer. So that is the problem. So what we're going to say is, we'll say, okay, I want to make it into a string, and then I will print the string. Okay, and say, let's see, and there you go. So it is written there. Now it wrote that file. So can we display what we are trying to write, by the way? Oh, it's okay. We'll see at the end. Now I want to write. I have another write command that I want to say. I want to write plus. Okay, and similarly, I want to write f dot write, and then I say string num2. Okay, and then I say I have another one that is equal sign, and then num3, and then file is closed. So it should write all these things, and then it will be. So let's run it. Oh, num3 is defined, is not defined. Okay, so num3 is not defined. That is right. Num3 is not defined here. Now let's try again. Okay, so let's go and open the, and by the way, I can open the file from here. I can say open.system. In this file, I can say in the text, I can say data.txt. Okay, so you see here, 10 plus 20 is equal to 30. So it is writing like that. I do have another command. I can say in this one, I can say type, this is my DOS command. So it will go to the operating system, and this is the system command, type data.txt, and then it will display it here on the screen. Okay. So yeah, so we have written data into our file with the help of write command, and that's it. So let's see what is the next part. Okay, we already just talked about that. So we have operating system dot, you can display the text file and it will open the file into a notepad. Now opening a file, so you have like read mode. So you can just specify the mode here if it is like this one. So we are opening a file for a read mode. Okay. If the file is missing, you will get the error message. Okay. So file, it should be must. Now, if you open the file in a write mode, like this one, like a write mode, then it will open the file for writing. If the file is missing, it will create a new file. A new file is created. If the file already exists, it will start overwriting. It will delete the previous file and it will start recreate a new file. So this is with the help of A, with the W. Now we do have append mode. So if you can write like an A here, means if the file is missing, create a new file. If the file already exists, then add data at the end of the file. So it will keep on adding the data. It will never delete the previous file. So A mean append data into a file which is already there. If there is no file, it will create the new file. And also we can have, one can add plus character at the end of the mode, like R plus and W plus to specify an update mode. So we'll see, inshallah. We do have a buffer. So for example, if you open the file like this one, open my file, writing, buffering is equal to 100. Now it will, so 100 byte buffer is available now. So it will keep the data in memory until it fills the buffer. And once the buffer is filled, it will flush that buffer into the file. You can also force the interpreter to flush the output to the disk. You need to write it to the disk. Or when you close a file, it will automatically flush the buffer to the file. So if you see here, we have some commands. So there you go. So you open a file for writing purposes, and you're writing into a file. Now this part will be in the memory, not on the hard disk at the moment. It will be on the hard disk when you will be, either you flush with the help of this command, or you can close the file. Once you close the file, then yeah, it will be into the it will push the buffer into the file. So maybe we can try. So if I show you something here, so if I just say input, okay, so you can see that I run this program. Now, if I show you this file, this is my, let me delete this data. Oh, since file is already open, so I cannot delete it. If I just saved it, oh, I cannot save the file because it is already open. So let me close this file. And then I can, oh, you see here, we have a data here. Now let me delete. So there's no data inside, and I run the program. So this command is gone. This command is executed, and it is now waiting for the input. And if you see that, still waiting for the input, so it didn't close the file. That is why it did not write into this file. Still in the buffer. The data is still in the buffer, means the data is still in the memory. Once I move on from this place, now the data is written here. Can you see that? The data is written into the file. So the data is available in the buffer. Data is available in the buffer. And when you close the file, it pushes the data into the file.